Welcome back to the channel, folks. My name's John Bull, and this is another Solely Voids episode. Your free-to-play series where we only, or rather solely, use Void champions. Okay, so I just updated on Tuesday, and since then we haven't had a faction crypt pop up that we actually need to beat. So nothing really to update on there. We did go through and, for the most part, finish out this Gear Ascension tournament. I could do more to get this like Prism Crystal thing, but there's no voids in the pool, so there's no point in me getting it. So that's kind of a major turn off. Like, it'd be cool. Like, I would be actually all in if there was any voids in the summoning pool at all. Like a Genbo, even another Aboro. Like, we need voids in the Shadowkin. There's only one rare. So, yeah, unfortunate we didn't get that opportunity, but it is what it is. Okay, so otherwise, we have really kind of a giant need to summon. We have 25 void shards we're sitting on. Obviously, we're fresh off Mercy, so we're unlikely that we're going to get legendary. But we're just kind of right back at it, where we're kind of hitting ourselves over the head with the same things over and over again, because we have nobody to upgrade that's meaningfully impactful. So we're just gonna have to start diving into maybe some of these rare skills. And we farmed a Minotaur last night, believe it or not. And when we farmed Minotaur, this was the squad that we're doing. I think I'm building Bulwark up for faction crypts. I think I'm filling Barandal also for faction crypt. He's actually done. I think he just needs levels, so we're just keeping him in there. And then Fanatic, we're going to have to build Fanatics. It's just flatly that is what it is. Also additionally, I think I'm going to build a Dilgal and then get him maybe to have Fearsome Presence and just put him in a stun set. He's got a double hitter, AoE, just to provide some additional support. Just a couple different champions in the stun set. I did find a little bit of spare bolster for the Bulwark, so that's actually kind of nice, because we just honestly could use like the shield, and we have like a nice double HP roll here. And we didn't have to take any pieces off, so just like a halfway decent bolster set with a little bit of speed, HP, accuracy, kind of everything he needs. So I was pretty content with that. So we're gonna level him up that way, and we're gonna see how impactful he is when we get to the dwarfs. I could see the dwarfs actually maybe getting finished with a couple of rares. Like so far, the epics that I have been hitting pretty hard. Okay, so otherwise, yeah, we just need to top the roster up with some more impactful epics. We just don't have any of those right now as we speak, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, so we're farming Minotaur, but I did see that this event is popping up in a couple of minutes. Okay, so Spider Tournament, it does have some essence, and I've been checking the Altar Souls pretty regularly. In here, you can actually see that I purchased a Daywalker Soul. I'm going to try to get Daywalker to 6 stars for sure. But, and I have a good amount of these coins, but they're not unlimited. And I am farming Iron Twins every day, but we just need to be trying to get as much of this as we possibly can. Because I think my strategy for, Undead and Demon Spawn is I'm going to try to get some 6-star souls on some rares. Try to really boost their stats up, increase their speed, and try to, just make them be able to survive and hit harder or whatever it is. And so that's going to require a lot of this essence. So I noticed that this tournament is going to have some essence in it. Where'd it go? Come on. It's going to have some essence in it, so I think it's going to be worth going for. But keep in mind that we also only are able to use Bannerlord's High Elf Sacred Order Barbarian. So let's go see what we can do with that. Okay, so I think when you set it up by factions... Oh, no. Okay, we can... I think it is just these first 4. So this is really what we're working with, which actually is not as much as I thought. But on the bright side, we do get a Sir Nick and Lady Noelle combination. That seems like right there, if we can just do enough damage, that is going to be likely. It's going to involve that. I have a hard time believing that is going to be the case. Now, we can't get a heal reduction on the spider, which is unfortunate. So we're going to have to hit pretty hard and have turn meter. So really, that's just going to come down to Yakarl. So we're going to need a Yakarl for sure. Unlikely that I keep the turn meter down 100%. So Battle Sage. Okay, so this is kind of the core I'm thinking of so far. So it's nice we do get a little speed lead. She's in a stun set, so she'll stun plenty of spiders. Not that it's super relevant though, because between Yakarl, Lady Noelle, and Sir Nick, like the odds of we're probably keeping freezes up on the spiderlings almost all the time. So she'll bring increased attack, I guess. And he'll bring a decreased speed, a freeze, and a turn meter suppression. I do think Azur also has a turn meter suppression ability that could be beneficial. But is it going to be more beneficial than like maybe bringing in her, where she can get a weaken on the spider, decrease defense, decrease attack? You know what? I think, and I'm on stage 25 normal. I'm kind of thinking, I mean, we can try hard after this. Let's just see what this looks like first. If we can dabble into hard, that'd be fine, because I'm going to sell everything that's not legendary. And so if I go do dabble into hard, I'm going to sell everything that's not legendary and or mythical. I guess the one difference is I'm not going to be able to freeze the spiderlings, so I'm not sure if it's even worth it to go into hard. We're mostly doing this not for the gear, but for the event. And then honestly, I need the silver. I've been leveling up a bunch of rares, and that means gearing up a bunch of rares. So I have a bunch of gear that on a variety of champions, we'll be able to see this in a second, that have zero, I shouldn't have 0 levels, but most of them are at like 12, some of them are at 15. They're just all over the place. And I could just use the silver to try to get through a whole bunch of, like, artifact enhancement of points. And we can be a little bit loose with the silver because we know that the next fusion is not void and there's no void epic, so that means we have the freedom to kind of do whatever we want. Realistically, that is going to be a lot of leveling champions focusing on faction wars, kind of the same thing that's been happening for a while. And unfortunately, that's just the life we're going to live, because we don't have Lydia, and Lydia is going to be huge for us, particularly once we can get her into the Chimera. She is just an automatic include, especially for an only voids account, but really for all of them. Okay, so based on what I'm seeing, it's kind of doing exactly what I expected. Like, we're slowing the spider down just enough where there's not too much it can do. And Yakarl keeping that turn meter down pretty hard. Spiders never get a turn that's anything meaningful. It's just a matter of it takes a little bit longer than like your speed farming spiders. But just another example of where Sir Nick and Lady Noelle just absolutely dominate, right? So if you started this challenge account and have Sir Nick and Lady Noelle, like, that is absolutely had to have jettisoned you to all sorts of different content, because it beats up Dragon, it beats up Ice Golem. Looks like it beats up normal level Spider too, assuming that you can put out the damage necessary. Okay, yeah, so we'll probably just run this today, just try to get the event points. And that will be some easy free silver, and that will be some easy free rewards. Hopefully there's something else kind of good in there, since it's like a faction, or what would they call that? It's not a faction unity, it would be like an alliance, I guess. Since it's just an alliance, maybe there's something else good in there for us to grab. It's a little bit slower than I would want it to be, but I could just gem up a bunch of energy and just hit play while I'm at work and come back and have some extra silver for us. That's what I normally do anyway. It's just the last few days it was Sand Devil. And so that will be nice, though, over the next 4 weeks or so, while this other, or few weeks or so, while this other fusion is going on. When those events pop up, I won't feel obligated to be elsewhere. I can just go ahead and knock those out of the park. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. Pretty easy. So I cranking the damage out. She's kind of legit. She was a champion I was kind of disappointed in when I first got her, but she is proving to be excellent. Okay, so taking a peek at our missions. Ramantu, we actually have made some really good progress over the last little bit, and most of this is actually very achievable. It does stink. We're going to have to start dabbling more into tag team. So we'll have to have a tag team arena video coming up here soon. But we're looking to exchange 1,500 gold bars at the bazaar. I actually saved up a little bit of those, so I can do that. These are really the only 3 things I buy. I am buying Drax frags because I just want something else in my back pocket. I don't play enough live arena to actually go and get the void shard, but if I have to, I will. The only thing that's really holding me back from this is the tag team is a huge time sink, and so is live arena, and I value live arena way, way, way more. As you guys know, I think it's the most important mode in the game, and we're just trying to crank these area bonuses because it looks like I'm going to have to go back into here and start leveling these up. Though cheap, they're not nothing, and so that's putting a giant halt on my Sand Devil. And then going into the Marius missions. The Marius missions, I have a little bit of concern. Going here, not going to be an issue at all. I've just been hitting I just started this yesterday with my daily missions where I have to like clear a dungeon. I'm just going to do Dragon, Hard 10, 2 times, and we'll just kind of pick away at it. We're not in a rush. This mission here is going to be an issue. Awaken, clear 3 Awaken stages in Curse City on hard. Hard's definitely above our account level. It also a lot of times is restrictive in what champions we are allowed to use. So, I think there's some that are like force only, and in those circumstances that's when I'm gonna have to break it. But me getting 3 Awakened champions, that I don't know, we're just gonna have to cross that when we get there, but it's not that's gonna be a hard lock for us. That could take a long time for us to overcome. Okay, otherwise that's like the whole game plan. We're gonna farm that spider today, try to get some extra rewards, up our silver count by a significant amount, and then I know that there's not a 2x voids this weekend, but we are really, really, really needing a 2x voids. We need it bad. Come on, player, give me what we need. Otherwise, that's gonna be the whole video, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you on the other side.